One of these three men is likely to be the next Commissioner of Police: Fitz Bailey, Clifford Blake, and Dr. Kevin Blake. All three are currently deputies to the country's current top cop, Major General Anthony Anderson, whose contract will expire later this month. There is still no definitive answer about his future in the role. Some observers believe that the lack of clarity from Anderson could place the 152-year-old force in limbo as Jamaicans grapple with concerns about their safety. A recently commissioned CVM Blue Dot poll shows 61% of Jamaicans believe Anderson's contract should not be extended. With that said, CVM News has been informed that the Police Services Commission (PSC), which handles appointments and/or promotions of members of the Jamaica Constabulary Force of and above the rank of inspector, will start interviewing the candidates as early as Tuesday. We have been reliably informed to look out for DCP Blake, who is the nephew of former police commissioner and current chairman of the Transport Authority, Owen Ellington. Blake is said to be highly favored among the ranks of the governing Jamaica Labour Party. According to the JCF's website, Dr. Blake heads the force's development and logistics portfolio and holds a PhD, high commendation, in sustainable development, a Master of Science in computer-based management information system, and a bachelor's degree with honors in computer science and mathematics from the University of the West Indies. Blake was first Assistant Superintendent of Police in 2002, climbing the ranks pretty quickly to Deputy Superintendent, Senior Superintendent, and Assistant Commissioner before his current role. But some fear he's a technology man and may lack the operational and tactical experience required for the job. On the other hand, 40-year veteran DCP Bailey is well respected among members of the force, key stakeholders, the business class, and ordinary Jamaicans for the work he has been doing as head of the crime and security portfolio. He's had a hand in some of the biggest cases in recent times. He too, a learned man with a Master of Science in Psychology and Criminal Investigation from the University of Liverpool, a Master of Science in National Security and Strategies from the UWI-Mona, and an associate degree in accounting from the Management Institute for National Development, MIND. Bailey is up for retirement soon. With no clear successor in the crime and security portfolio, some stakeholders worry about the vacuum his departure from the force could leave based on his success rate. This is also against the background that 9 in 10 Jamaicans are concerned about the current crime levels. 7 in 10 are extremely concerned. DCP Clifford Blake oversees the strategic operations portfolio. He acted as commissioner in 2018 when George Quaylo stepped down. But for some, this is really a two-man race between Fitz Bailey and Dr. Kevin Blake. Efforts to reach National Security Minister Dr. Horace Chang for a comment were unsuccessful. CVM News will continue to track this story.
People. Que pasa, sakpa, say what they do. Welcome to Crime Time News, where the difference is in the meds. Call it news with a buzz. So people, basically, we hear that the Commissioner of Popo, Major Anthony Anderson, his time is up the end of this month. There is no sorts of plans that people are hearing that it is going to be extended by the Prime Minister or whomever fills that position. So therefore, there are 3 names that are being called: Mr. Clifford Blake, Fitz Bailey, and Dr. Kevin Blake. Pretty much, it is a 2-horse race, Fitz Bailey and Dr. Kevin Blake. The next person, his name is just mentioned. They are supposed to be interviewed starting Tuesday of this week. I have read a lot of comments on social media in the news, and persons are saying Dr. Blake and Mr. Bailey, they are both competent. And again, the review is mixed. Persons are even saying that they should allow Anthony Anderson to finish what he started. People don't know what he started. However, based on interviews, based on information, based on the results that we've seen, most persons, as a matter of fact, at least 60% of people say that he needs to go. It should not be extended. When it comes to this, it is usually majority rule, with the exception unusual circumstances in which politics comes into play. Now, truth be told, even though this is a 2-3 horse race, mostly 2-horse race, the name that is being called up by many persons in a John public is Reneto Adams. So therefore, if he is the name that a lot of persons want, because we know that he is a no-nonsense cop, however, you have to understand a lot of these nomination or selection is usually politically driven. A lot of these people, they want persons who are yes men, persons in whom they can control. As it pertains to Renita Adams, that is not so much the case. Why persons are saying that Mr. Anderson will not be renewed is the fact that he has not stated. He has not said that, yes, he wants to continue, and we have not heard from the upper hierarchy, the Prime Minister and others that are involved in the selection process, saying that, yes, there's a willingness, he has a willingness to continue, and they have a willingness to renew him. Now, the thing that is out there too, in a lot of persons' opinion, is that Mr. Fitzbailey has no sorts of credibility. They are saying that Mr. Fitzbailey is more politically inclined as it pertains to the JLP. He is more political to the JLP than Edward Seaga, people that speaks volume. Now, as it pertains to the two favorites, Dr. Blake and Fitzbailey, we see that they are very well educated, very well respected. Dr. Blake more on the cyber tech, cyber forensic kind of criminal science. And then as it pertains to Fitzbailey, they are saying that he is more the street man. He is more the person that is going to go out there and have some sorts of force with these criminals. As it pertains to Dr. Blake, he is more the office type, the more computer type, the more designing strategy. However, he is not out on the field. So therefore, we see that there is pros and cons to both candidates, both of these front runners. People, like me say, at the end of the day, if they elect Dr. Blake or if they elect Fitzbailey, persons are still going to be dissatisfied, because at the end of the day, whenever there's any sorts of candidates or any sorts of renewal for any sorts of commissioner, and there is a scientific poll, and 60% of the people wants to see him out, wants to see his back, wants to see him gone a long time, it tells you that that is failure. 40% in any sorts of class, even in a Jamal, is failure. Epic failure. So therefore, why would they renew them? However, the two persons in which they are choosing, are these persons the public favorite, or is Renita Adams still the public favorite? However, like I said, with everything it comes with the pros and the cons, and we know that Mr. Renita Adams have all sorts of controversy and drama on his name as it pertains to extrajudicial KILLINGS. And what is even worse, he is not a yes man. What is even worse, he cannot be politically influenced. So therefore, these people that are politically driven don't want somebody that have their own opinion that is going to go against the grain, go against the system. They are looking for a system man. Even if he's not a system man, when he goes into the position of commissioner, he will learn to be a system man, or he will be replaced soon as possible. ASAP. Point blank and period. Further on in the news, it seems as if stick it up robbery at gunpoint has been on the rise in a Spanish Town, St. Catherine era. It is not as if St. Catherine, Spanish Town is one of those eras in which it has always been peaceful and tranquil. No, people, it is a criminal or crime hotspot. However, it seems as if the thing has amped up a couple of folds. I want you to take a listen, take a look to an incident, a robbery that took place at a place called Brunswick Avenue. Like I said, this is in Spanish Town, St. Catherine to be specific. And then I will give my piece.
I want to get ready to come in first. See what we're going for? It's not me.
God share ang ating sa sila na bigod na nabalik yung lesson yan.
Now, people, the video is courtesy of Dirty John Crow. I guess you can find them on all social media platforms. Give credit where credit is due. One thing that we've come to the realization is that these young youths definitely not looking for any sorts of job. They don't want to be gainfully employed. All them want to stick up people, take advantage, play predator and prey upon innocent people, mama and papa shop. The sad thing is that this is Spanish Town. The sad thing is that these persons are probably struggling to make ends meet, to pay them employee, pay themselves, send their children to school. However, these pieces of ish think that it is a great idea to go and prey on these people, traumatize them and take away the little where them have. They will not go to NCB or Scotia or one of those big financial institutions, wheel and pop off and run out with millions of dollars. These people want to prey on people that are struggling to make ends meet, the little mama and papa shop and bars. These people are stressed every day them get up and go to work, what the day is going to bring. And these people just bring down the people even worse in the predicament of brokenness that they are in. But people like them say, every day that the bucket goes to the well, one day the bottom is going to drop out. Sooner or later, these persons are going to get what they are looking for. Fast forward less than a day or so afterwards on St. John's Road, that is in Spanish Town, St. Catherine once again. A business establishment was robbed by a group of men. Somebody called 119, 911, called the power summons. When them roll up on the spots, almost intercept the people them. There was some sorts of SHOOT out. Popo took evasive action, you know that script. Popo, wheel and pop off, blaze up some can. After the smoke clear, one individual was found later suffering from some sorts of shot wound in him leg or so. He was quickly arrested. He was taken to the place of recovery. He is presently under Popo guard. It is said that they found a Glock pistol or some sorts of 9mm pistol along with 17 rounds of ammunition in a magazine. The Popo are warning, listen, whenever you engage the Popo in any sorts of SHOOT outs, we are not going to aim for your leg, we are going to aim for the vital organs. The question I have to ask in all of this is that, why is this man still alive after engaging the Popo in some sorts of SHOOT outs? People, it seems as if because the incident occurred on a Sunday, they was keeping some sorts of church service, the Popo, some sorts of sympathy Sunday, so therefore they decide to save this man's life. Wrongfully so. So the truth and the fact is that this man should actually thank his lucky star that he is alive. However, the Popo is making it very clear that this will not be the case in the rest of persons that were involved in this SHOOT out against the Popo. This is exactly what he had to say, the SSP top man for the era.
This man was immediately taken to the Spanish Town Hospital, where he is currently undergoing treatment under police guard. The police will, however, remain relentless in finding out who the other culprits are. We will leave no stone unturned until we have completed this investigation.
We are going to be relentless. We are going to hunt them down, seek and find them. And when we do, the result might not be just like their friend. friendly fire will end up being fatal fire, point blank and period. So anyways, people, thanks once again for checking out my video. If you appreciate videos like these, please show your appreciation by liking, commenting, sharing and subscribing to my channel. That is how YouTube promotes videos like these to like-minded, sensible persons like yourself. And last but not least, please subscribe to my next channel. It is called Jamaica Dancehall Source. I'll be pinning the link to that channel in the description of this video. Bless up.